after a long absence. As Turgut Bey finally returned to the series, it appears that he had, and not just in any ordinary way. In the third trailer for episode 190 of Kuruluş Osman, special focus was given entirely to Turgut Bey, making it clear that his comeback is meant to carry serious weight. One of the most striking elements of this trailer is how Turgut's return is framed as a major surprise, catching both the audience and the characters off guard. But what could be the strategic purpose behind this sudden reappearance? And the moment many have been waiting for has finally arrived. The long-anticipated return of a key character who has played a foundational role in the series since the very beginning. Yes, we are talking about Turgut Bey, a loyal companion and a fearless warrior in the early days of the Ottoman dream. His comeback, officially revealed in this latest trailer, marks not only the return of a beloved figure, but also a significant shift in the narrative direction of the series. Unlike a typical re-entry, Turgut is shown in fierce combat, taking down both Byzantine and Mongol soldiers at one, often rarely depicted in the same scene. This choice emphasizes that his return isn't just nostalgic fan service, it's designed to alter the course of the storyline in a powerful way. Battle sequences are intense, gritty, and clearly meant to re-establish Turgut as a force to be reckoned with. Which brings us to the next major question. Where exactly is this battlefield located? The setting appears to be strategically chosen, suggesting a region where both Byzantine and Mongol forces have a presence, perhaps a contested border area or a region of strategic importance that's about to become the epicenter of a larger conflict. Where could this place be, where both Byzantine soldiers and Mongol warriors appear side by side? Many viewers assumed the battle was taking place in Seoul, especially since the trailer also shows Turgut Bey arriving there. But in reality, that's not the case. If you look closely at the battle scenes in the trailer, you'll notice clearly visible Byzantine flags waving in the back, indicating that the location is firmly within Byzantine territory. This suggests that Turgut Bey's fight isn't happening in Seoul, but in a Byzantine-controlled region, possibly a fortress or a frontier area influenced by both Byzantine and Mongol power. Until the second trailer for episode 190 of Kuruluş Osman, everything seemed to be progressing as usual. Then suddenly, social media erupted with speculation. Rumors began circulating that actor Cengiz Koshkun had been spotted on set, returning to the role of Turgut Bey. At first, these claims were taken as mere fan theory. But when behind-the-scenes photos started to leak, followed by producer Mehmet Bozda posting a picture alongside Cengiz Koshkin with the caption, "The time has come," it sparked a wave of excitement. The third trailer finally confirmed it. All doubts were erased as clear footage of Turgut Bey appeared, engaged in fierce combat, overpowering enemies and making a powerful return to the series. But the real question remains. Why bring Turgut Bey back after all this time? Despite years of fan requests, the character had been left out for a long while. The answer is straightforward: declining rating. In recent months, Kuruluş Osman had been struggling with viewership. New characters, fresh plot lines, and even new villain hadn't been enough to maintain audience interest. That's when Bozda Yapım made the strategic decision to bring back a fan favorite, Turgut Bey. His return isn't just about nostalgia. It's a calculated move to revitalize the series, re-engage longtime fans, and inject the show with renewed depth and emotion. Known for his unwavering loyalty, strength, bravery, and sacrifice, Turgut Bey is poised to play a major role in the episodes ahead.
His return could act as a lifeline for the show at a time when it needs it most. This is not just a long-awaited reunion. It marks the beginning of a new, compelling arc. His struggle against both Byzantine and Mongol enemies points to even larger battles and dramatic developments on the horizon. Now that Turgut Bey has officially returned to Kuruluş Osman, the storyline is rapidly shifting into a more intense and unpredictable fate. His unexpected entrance during the chaotic Byzantine-Mongol battle is more than just a heroic moment. It signals the beginning of a larger regional conflict. In upcoming episodes, we are likely to see Turgut not only reunite with Osman Bey, but also confront the political instability caused by new enemy and unresolved tensions within the Kai tribe. One of the key elements to watch will be how the power dynamics evolve now that a legendary warrior has stepped back onto the scene. Will Turgut immediately integrate into Osman Bey's command structure, or will there be friction due to past choices and long absence? It's very possible that not all members of the tribe will welcome him with open arms, especially the younger generation of Alps who have only heard his name in story. Meanwhile, rumors suggest that the Byzantine general Claudius and the Mongol commander Kashan are preparing a joint offensive. Their shared goal is to destabilize Sogd and reclaim lost influence. The presence of both factions in the same territory hints at a temporary alliance formed out of desperation. This sets the stage for a high-stakes confrontation where Turgut's battlefield experience and deep understanding of both empires would prove invaluable. His knowledge of Byzantine warfare, especially from past campaigns, gives Osman Bey a rare advantage. It also raises the possibility of Turgut being sent on special operations, possibly deep into enemy lands, to dismantle key outposts or intercept critical supply lines. On the emotional side, the show may explore Turgut's internal conflict. Being absent for so long, he likely carries emotional baggage, especially if he has lost comrade or witnessed betrayal. Will we get flashbacks to where he's been all this time? And more important, will he reveal the real reason behind his return now? While the surface explanation might seem tactical, it's almost certain that his comeback is tied to a deeper personal mission, perhaps involving a promise, unfinished business, or even a vendetta against one of the rising villains. Social media remains abuzz with theories. Some believe Turgut will eventually take on a mentorship role for Orhan Bey as the series slowly shifts its focus toward the next generation. Others speculate that he might clash with Osman Bey on strategy or ideology, bringing tension to the brotherhood they once shared. This kind of narrative complexity would offer fertile ground for dramatic storytelling and character growth. It's also likely that his presence will intensify the loyalty tests among the Alps, especially if the new recruits feel overshadowed by his return. Production-wise, it's clear that bringing back Cengiz Koshkun was more than just fanservice. The showrunners appear to be setting up a multi-season arc that uses Turgut not only as a warrior, but also as a symbolic bridge between the early days of the Ottoman dream and its future under Orhan Bey. If executed correctly, this could be a masterstroke that revitalizes not only ratings, but also narrative depth. Early leaks suggest that some major set pieces are being prepared, possibly involving large-scale battle where Turgut takes command of his own elite unit. So what can we expect in the immediate future? For one, an inevitable meeting between Turgut and Osman that will carry the emotional weight of shared history. This reunion could lead to the unveiling of a joint plan to deal with the growing threat from both the East and the West. Secondly, we may see Turgut encountering old enemies or allies from his mysterious absence, perhaps even characters introduced subtly in earlier seasons. And finally, fans could brace themselves for a slow but steady build-up toward a decisive war arc that could define the rest of the season. As Kuruluş Osman moves forward following the electrifying return of Turgut Bey, all eyes are now on how this legendary figure will influence not only the battlefield, but the very foundation of Osman Bey's leadership. With tensions rising on multiple fronts, the series is entering a critical phase where alliances, old wounds, and emerging threats collide. One of the most anticipated developments is the upcoming reunion between Turgut and Osman, a moment that promises emotional grab, strategic reflection, and possibly disagreement. Their bond, forged in the fires of early conquest, will be tested not only by time, but by the evolving structure of the Kai tribe and the different paths they've walked since Turgut's departure. Meanwhile, in the background, both the Byzantines and Mongols continue to quietly maneuver, gathering strength and intelligence. Claudius and Kasar, two of the most dangerous figures introduced this season, are reportedly building a combined force that could potentially target Sogd or even attempt a direct strike at Osman Bey's strongholds. This looming threat forces Osman to rethink his defensive strategy, and place trusted warriors at key positions. Here, Turgut's return becomes more than symbolic. His deep knowledge of Byzantine military structure and border dynamics may allow the tribe to anticipate enemy moves more effectively than ever before. At the same time, internal friction within the tribe begins to show. Turgut's reappearance, while celebrated by some, creates a quiet unease among certain commanders and newer generations of our. His battlefield glory, unmatched strength, and command experience inevitably cast a long shadow, one that might breed subtle jealousy or suspicion among those who have risen in rank during his absence. Some may question his loyalty, others his intention. This narrative direction opens the door for intense interpersonal drama as loyalty is tested and rivalries quietly emerge. In parallel, Orhan Bey's development arc is accelerating as he moves closer to the center of leadership. Many fans are expecting a deeper connection to be built between him and Turgut, perhaps even a mentor-protege relationship. Orhan, who has grown under Osman's guidance, may now begin to learn the value of alternative perspective, especially from someone like Turgut, who embodies the legacy of Ertuğrul Gazi's original vision. This dynamic could allow Orhan to forge his own identity as a future leader, while also uniting the older generation with the new. It's also possible that this mentorship will be tested in the heat of battle or during crucial political decisions that place idealism and pragmatism at odds. What adds further complexity is the question of where Turgut has been all this time. The series has yet to fully reveal what missions or personal losses may have kept him out. Will we eventually see flashbacks showing his life in exile or the formation of a separate nomadic group under his command? There is speculation that he may have led a covert resistance or even been imprisoned. Whatever the truth is, it's likely that his path will come back to the surface, possibly in the form of old allies or hidden enemies. This mystery could play a major role in future episodes, enriching both the character and the broader narrative arc. The production's decision to reintroduce Turgut now is also a clear indicator that we are headed toward a season climax filled with high-stakes battle and political realignment, with whispers of a massive siege in the works, possibly involving both Byzantine and Mongol forces. Osman Bey's inner circle must now function as a tightly unified command. The return of one of the original Alps adds emotional weight and raises expectation, but it also increases the pressure. Every move now matters, every alliance, every betrayal, every misstep. Ultimately, Kuruluş Osman is repositioning itself for a defining stretch of episodes. The pieces on the board have changed, and Turgut Bey's return has shifted the balance. What comes next is likely to be a layered blend of action, emotional reunion, and leadership challenges. The battles ahead will not only be fought with sword, but with memory, regret, and hard choices. And in the heart of it all, Turgut Bey stands once more, not just as a warrior, but as a symbol of continuity, strength, and sacrifice.